How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Digs of the Day. I'm your host, DJ Tricks, and what I'm going to do on this episode of the purpose of this record, Digs of the Day, is I'm going to go over some finds that I've discovered the last several weeks. A lot of these I've actually bought. I paid a fair amount for them. So these are records that I want to share with you in hopes that you will be able to go out and purchase them yourself and add these to your collection. The first one we're going to look at is Landy Nova. This is a very rare album. This is Landy Nova. I can't pronounce it in Spanish. I don't know Spanish, so take it as it is, but you can see that if you Google Landy Nova, this is the album that will come up. And this album was released in 1974, and it has actually, when I bought this one, it was still sealed, so that was a blessing. And I opened it up because I really love his music. He has a song on there called "There's No One to Blame." Awesome song. Actually, you could this is one of those albums, Landy Nova, that you could just let this whole album just simmer in the background at a barbecue and people over, and this album right here would just set the mood. So you might want to pick up Landy Nova, this album right here. Again, this is the only album he's ever made. Came out in 1974. I would consider it Latin soul. A lot of people may consider it Latin rock, but I consider it Latin soul. So you might want to check out this Landy Nova album. The next album I picked up was Los Angeles Salsa Society Orchestra. This is a bomb album right here. This is another album that it's kind of hard to find. Actually, it was given to me as a gift by a gentleman that used to play in a band titled Latin Breeze from the South Bay area, a really known band. And a gentleman by the name of Charlie Macias gave me this album. This is a very hard album to find. It has a song on there titled Day and Night. Also, My Foolish Heart. Misty's on here. Good album right here. So you want to check out Los Angeles Salsa Society. Good album. You play this album, simmer it in the back there. Woo! Just get everyone's attention. And I would consider this here Latin jazz. For those who are jazz lovers, jazz collectors, you want to check out Los Angeles Salsa Society. Next up, we have one of my personal favorites. It's the Latinos with It Must Be Love. Great album. Has a song on there titled It Must Be Love. But the song on this album that is key, or the song that was really popular, still popular today, is The Party's Over.
So what will you do when the party's over? So what will you do?
Some of you may know it, so you want to check out the Latinos, or the Latinos, It Must Be Love. It's on Word Records. It's kind of a hard album to find, but you'd probably find it if you look online. If you're out there digging and you come across this, it might be almost a miracle. I actually picked up this copy at a store for $1. I bought another copy. The other copy I paid well over $40 for. So if you find the Latinos, make sure you pick it up. It Must Be Love. They also have a couple of other albums, Three Kings, I believe. What's the other album called? Is it? I can't even remember off my head. I have 2 of their albums, but they've got about 4 albums. So you might want to check out the Latinos. Next up we have is Ralfi Pagan with his album titled With Love. It's a really good album here. This would be considered Latin soul. Has a song on here that was his hit song titled Make It With You. And Ralfi Pagan was, I want to say, well, he's on Fania Records, so I want to say it's more like New York based type music from the 60s and the 70s. And he actually died at a young age, so this is an album that you want to pick up. It's titled With Love. Ralfi Pagan has maybe 6, 7, maybe even 8 albums out there. Some of them are hard to come by. If you're out there digging, you come across anything Ralfi Pagan, you want to pick it up. Again, this is like Latin soul, maybe like a oldies type flavor. It has a song on here titled Latin Soul. To Say I Love You is another good song. Just One of Your Kisses, Look at Her. But again, the title song, the hit song on this album is Make It With You. I was actually at a record show, and I had someone filming me as I was looking through records, and I didn't notice there was a record sitting on the side of one of the crates. And I came home and I was watching the video, and I seen this on there, and I was so upset because I could have picked this record up for $10. This record goes for about $40, but you could sometimes find it for maybe $25, $30. So you want to pick up Ralfi Pagan with Love. Next up, we got one of my personal favorites. It's Sapo. Great album right here. Another hard to find album. I bought it a couple of months ago. My dad has a copy, so hello Dad, I got a copy too now. And it has a song on here called I Can't Make It, and they call this like Boogaloo Breaks. It's another like Latin jazz soul type album. I believe the year it came out was, I don't see it offhand, but I would say it's early 70s. Yeah, 1974. It's on Bell Records. So you want to check out Sapo. They have that song on here called Nena too. And also It's the Music, Wishbone, Get It On. But their hit song on here is I Can't Make It. Great album, great group. Check out Sapo if you have a chance. I Can't Make It. It's got a break on this album too. A nice drum break there. Another album, you guys might even have it, is a Savannah band. A lot of you guys know this album here. Sun Shower. Like that song, Sun Shower. Also has the Shay Shay LaFon song on there. You might want to check out the Savannah band. This album is it's pretty simple to find. I just wanted to share it. I seen it there, so I pulled it out again. The Savannah band, Dr. Buzzard's original Savannah band. So pick that one up. It's a good album right there. Here's another one of my favorites. It's the album titled Sun, or Sunburn by Sun. Good album right here. Actually got it autographed there. I just actually re-picked this one up. The one I had back from my DJ producing days was totally damaged. A lot of these albums, I you know, if you're like me, man, I just keep buying the same stuff over and over, man. It's part of the sickness, man. You know, you're going to spend that money somehow. Either you're going to save it in the bank or you're going to be buying. It's all part of the sickness, people. You guys know how we do it. But you want to check out Sunburn. Good album right here. It's got that song on here. You Are My Sunshine. Sun Is Here. Dance. Man, this whole side is here. When You Put Your Hands in Mine. I Had a Choice. Good album right here. Sun. You might want to look it up online. You might be able to find it for maybe 10, 15 bucks. But Sun's another good album. I'm going to skip this. So Sweet Latin Sounds, another good album. It has that song Girl from Ipanema. And this album is, they're cover songs, so a lot of them are hard to pronounce here. They're all written in Spanish. But if you come across this album, probably 10 bucks. But it's good to buy albums by other groups who cover other people's songs, because you just get a different feel of what, you know, how they perceive or how they reproduce some of the most popular oldies. So you might want to check out Sweet Latin Sounds. Big ups to Peanut Butter Wolf. He did a show on YouTube about a while back, and it was called 12-12-12. He had part 1, 2, and 3, and he opened up his show playing Richard Dimples Field's Spoiled Rotten. So after I heard DJ or Peanut Butter Wolf play that, I went out and I had to cop this album. Big ups for Peanut Butter Wolf for sharing that with us. It's a good album. It's got that song on here, If It Ain't One Thing, It's Another. But this is the version you want to get. So check out Spoiled Rotten, Richard Dimples Field. This album's a really good album. This is one of those albums you could just let play. But, whew, man, when it comes to that one song there, If It Ain't One Thing and It's Another, this version is on hit right here. So pick that one up. Mr. New York and the East Side Kids by Joe Bataan. This is another album. It's considered Latin soul. Joe Bataan is, I believe, was from New York, so it's New York-based Fania type style music, Latin rock, and it has that hit song on there titled "The Prayer." It also has remakes of "When We Get Married," "More Today Than Yesterday." Just an all-around great album. So check out Joe Bataan if you have a chance to check them out. You want to get this album here. It's a great album. You let it play in the background. And I was raised on this music here. My dad playing all different types of Joe Bataan albums and just Fania records in general. Always good music to be listening to. Lastly, I have actually, oh wow, another Joe Bataan album. It's Afro Filipino, another fantastic album. I was raised on this album again by my dad, you know. And every time I see this album, you know, I pick it up again. It's all part of the sickness, like I said. It's got that song on here, Afro Filipino, Ordinary Guy. Great song for those that know it, Ordinary Guy. It also has the song What Good Is a Castle. Fantastic song. So if you ever see this album, make sure you pick it up. Joe Bataan, Afro Filipino. And before I close, I want to share with you, I've been trying to complete my East Side Story volumes. So I believe I'm on volume, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 I need. 8, 9, 10, 11. And suspiciously, this one's missing an album. 12, another 12 there is missing an album. So I need volumes 12 and 7 to complete my East Side Story collection. Again, East Side Story are famous oldies from the 60s and 70s that we grew up on. You know, songs like Lala Means I Love You, Rainbow, Hello Stranger, you know, your basic oldies. So you might, if you ever see any of these albums here, East Side Story, make sure you pick them up. They're good albums to collect. They're actually bootleg albums from the 70s, I believe. Pictures are nice. You see the pictures here. Bombs, old cars, the way Cholos used to dress. So if you ever see any of these East Side Story albums, pick them up. They're collectors and they're fantastic things to have there in your collection. But also, most importantly, you know, seeing everybody posting stuff on the internet. Great show, big ups. Peanut Butter Wolf, big ups. Grown Man Record Night, love that show. Record Collector Show. Needle dropping, man, dropping some jewels down right there, letting us know what to be looking for. Crate Diggers, man, we appreciate, you know, everything that people are doing online, showing their collection like I just did, letting you guys know to pick up stuff like, you know, Landy Nova and things like that. Let's just share, let's grow together, and just, you know, encourage each other on what to buy, what not to buy. And that's what it's all about, is as we get older and, you know, we want to have more stuff that we like to collect, and most importantly, make sure you're collecting things that, you know, that shows who you are as an individual. You know, just because some other DJ or producer or record collector has this $80 or $1,000 record doesn't mean that we have to go out there and grab and buy it. Even though if we want to do that, we could do that. But, you know, just try to personalize your collection like I try to do with Latin soul and a lot of hip hop. I've got a lot of hip hop up there. Love hip hop, man. I just bought this one, Fat Boy. The Twist, I didn't have it. Big Mouth. I love hip hop, man. Hip hop's, it's the way to go. Schoolie D, love all the old Schoolie D stuff. I just picked up this one right here, the tribute to Adam Yauch, MCA. Good album right here, man. It's all his stuff that he done after he passed away. So rest in peace to Adam Yauch, MCA, the Beastie Boys. And just personalize your collection, make it yours, but most importantly, just encourage us by sharing what you have. And again, this is Digs of the Day. The purpose of this record, I'm DJ Tricks, episode 7. Tune in for episode 8. I'm going to do a hip-hop show, letting you guys know. Maybe we'll drop some stuff on, play some old stuff, and just see where we go from there, man. See you guys on the next one.
The purpose of this record